My Minecraft world has a lot of pretty and functional structures like our village, our mending temple, and our storage room. Our animals area is not one of those. It's small, chaotic, and I never have enough wool. So we're gonna fix that, at least the sheep part. No fear, my sheep, you're about to be out of this tiny pen. And probably into an even worse, more cramped situation, but let's not tell them that, because we are gonna build an automatic sheep farm. But it's not just gonna be any automatic sheep farm. I'm clearing out this whole area for the ultimate automatic sheep farm. We're gonna have a rainbow sheep dome, pens, storage houses, the works. So here it all is. This is where the sheep farm is gonna go. And of course we want every single color of sheep. So the first thing we need to do is make sure we have all the dyes. We probably don't have the dyes. We're probably gonna have to go get all the dyes. And after a whole lot of this and this, at this point we're most lacking in the blacks, browns, blues, and greens. So like cool colors and dark colors. It might help if we can go to some flower forests and some meadows, so let's do that. Wait, we should bring some bone meal with us because we can bone meal the grass to get more flowers. Secret entrance, secret entrance. Hi mobs, I got some bones. Oh, and we have this, a zombie weaponsmith head. I don't think we have any room on our heads wall, but I love decorating with these. Ow, wait, we do have room. Oh look, they're buddies. Dead, decapitated buddies. Flower forest, let's go. Whee! First I found a meadow of cornflowers, so that will absolutely solve our blue dye problems and also therefore the shortage of light blue and purple dye. And then I got some light grey dye from some daisies and I killed a bunch of squid for black dye. And we even got some squid heads. I am squid. Then it was time to head off in the other direction for brown and green dyes. And we've reached the coral reef. How do we make sea pickles? Noob question. That's not it. Do you bone meal the sea pickles? Ah, that worked. Oh, there we go. You bone meal the sea pickles. Got it. So we'll just sit here doing this for a while. After collecting enough sea pickles, I got cocoa beans for brown dye. And I also got a ton of sand before heading home. I promise the sand is relevant, and so is the fact that I side quested at this village to get Fortune 3 so I can have more coal. Sometimes one thing just leads to another and another and another, you know? But now we have all the dye we could ever need. We've got a bunch of, lime dye from sea pickles? I thought I'd make green dye. I guess that's fine though, because we already have a bunch of green dye, and also the sand and the coal. The purpose was for glass. Lots and lots of glass. So if we leave that smelting for the moment and come out here, we can start planning our area for the sheep. My plan for the sheep farms themselves is for over here for there to be a giant glass dome with all kinds of rainbow colored glass and the wool farms on the inside. So we're going to kind of map that out over here. This will be the entrance. And I guess it'll be kind of like having a giant glass greenhouse. And then we cut straight to the completed circle because who do you think I am? I can't talk and draw a circle at the same time. Even with not talking 50% of the time I'll mess up the circle. But we did it and it's big and hopefully it fits all of our sheep. Let's go grab all of our smelted rainbow glass so we can get started on building. And after making some colored glass to get us started, I began trying to figure out the shape of the build and just built spruce sections with colorful glass panels in between. Also, I would usually be using the connected glass textures mod, but I don't think it's out for this version yet, so we just have to pretend. But here we go, working on the upper layer, and then we're going to put in a big colorful dome roof. Oh my gosh, you guys, coming over the bridge, this looks so big and bright. What the heck? Honestly, good thing the rest of our base is really bright too. It kind of fits in. But also, even then, it's definitely the most colorful thing around. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's almost giving like kind of a big Barbie toy building. I'm gonna attribute that to all the pink and purple glass because I love pink and purple. And I also added these little cactus flowers all around it and leaves and vines. And each side has this little redstone light in the middle, kind of like a little centerpiece. And we can come in and look at this. It's so rainbow and happy. Oh, what if we had our beacon in the middle? Like in the floor and the beam coming up through the middle? Because right now our beacon is just kind of temporarily over here, just out in the open. But actually, before we even think about doing that, I want to kind of lay out where the automatic wool farms are going to go. So if we start in the middle, we'd have like a little pod like here, and then another one next to it, and so on. And we also need to work out how many colors of sheep there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, okay, we easily have enough room for all the sheep pods. Now, our next very important order of business is, can Brooke remember how to make a sheep farm? Probably want observers. Okay, we're gonna need more redstone and quartz. And dispensers, we're gonna need more cobble. Actually, I'm kidding, we have tons of cobble, but we do need more redstone. You know, I'm getting a feeling. One might even call it a yearning. That's right, I yearn for the mines. We're going redstone collecting. And I heard you like diamonds, and so do I, so here's some footage of diamonds I found. And man, am I glad we finally got Fortune 3, because collecting redstone and bonus diamonds was definitely a bit easier. And so now we can make all of the supplies. And then I realized I still need string for more dispensers, which is why we're sitting on our greenhouse in the middle of the night. We're looking for string. I'm kind of nervous about my free roaming villagers. I should probably keep an eye on them in the night, just at the same time as looking for string. Oh, see, they're absolutely useless. Can't even go in the door by yourself. Come on, Jacob. Where are the spiders? Maybe over here? Maybe not. Whoa, monster party here. There's kind of too many things that are not spiders. Another head for the wall. Dispensers. Right, let's see if we can make one of these together. So we're gonna need observer here. That's the wrong way. I'm flunking the test. No, not that either. If we put that in first, there we go. And then we dig this out. Hopper, 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 yay. And then minecart hopper. You've seen the problem here. Oh, there's a gap, there's a gap. We bring everything up by one. No. Hopper, nope. Hopper now. Okay, that looks like a total mess, but if I throw something at the grass, it goes in the chest, yay! So when the sheep stands right here on the grass block, the dispenser will share it and the wool will go in the chest. Look, I can do things. I can do basic redstone that I learned from tutorials years ago. I think I passed the test, so I'm gonna make all the rest of these. And now that I've spent a couple of hours making 16 auto farms without properly testing them with sheep at all, that was definitely a bad idea. What could possibly go wrong? A lot, I'm sure. But we're crossing our fingers and going to get some of the sheep now. 16 of them to be exact. You're a strange sheep, aren't you? Oh well, I won't judge. Everyone come with me. All sheep, even the big weird one. Actually, I changed my mind. Not all sheep. It's too many sheep. I don't want them all. Come with me. And you'll see a land of automatic wool farms. Now, no one go in the portal. I'm looking at you, Beatrice. Todd, Janice, come here. Martha, no, don't go in the water. We know you can't swim well. You're not a sheep. Hello. And you're useless to me. Okay. Oh, and I take it back. The trader has a use. Lead. Lead is the use. So now we can lead each sheep into a booth without getting all of the others to follow with the wheat. Yes. And then we quickly get the lead. No. Block it up, and the lead should be in here. There we go. Yay, we have our first one. Now we just do this 15 more times. Uh-oh. Okay, don't worry, it's working now. I think it's because I had the redstone dust on slabs before. I didn't think about that. But look, we have wool. Now, obviously, this is looking very plain, so next I want to decorate around them. So making these little sections of spruce and then filling in the glass. And of course, this will all look a lot better once we actually have connected glass textures. Oh, the glass is so ugly. I hate the glass like this. It's okay when it's coloured, but they're clear. Ugh, yuck. But next I want to find the centre of the floor. It's here and here. And I want to make the floor cool. I want to make it colourful and I want beacon floor. So we're going to be digging this out, digging a big hole. 9 by 9, I think a beacon is. So I dug it out and added yellow for the walls because it's colourful, and then all of the iron for the beacon. And then are you ready for more bright colours hitting your eyeballs, because we are going full rainbow again with a gradient of glass on top and also with a rainbow carpet leading up to it. And then of course there's some final details to make the room look pretty, and then we'll be done. Okay, you ready? Wait, I always do this. One final touch. I always start filming and then realise there's just one little thing left to add. How are we going to know that it's a wool farm if we don't label it? That's better. All labelled. The world is right and good again. But okay, coming in, this is our sheep farm. I made storage on either side, just in these kind of barrel areas here. And there's enough for an extra barrel of every type of wool, but we also have our little rainbow carpet leading up to our beacon, which has a lovely pink beam going all the way up the top. And honestly, I love this. I love how it's kind of glowy. And then over here, we've got all of our sheepsies. And then I just added a whole lot of cherry leaves. I think it is a beautiful sheep farm though, but we're not done. Well, we're done with the automatic part of the wool farm, but I want to do stuff all around here, including a little shepherd's house and a little storeroom and some little pens of sheep. So we're going to start by mapping everything out with paths, of course, starting from the auto wool farm. Going over here, and we obviously want paths along the shoreline going all the way to the bridge. Okay, so we have some paths branching out. There's one that goes past here, there's one that goes in the middle and over this side. So I want to start thinking about the path in the middle, which will go to a little shepherd's house. So on this side we'll have some sets of stairs going to, I guess, an upstairs door, and then we'll just fill in the staircase and fill in the side. And then we'll have a wall going across here using our stone and stone brick as well. Wow, we built a beautiful cube. And not just any cube, a cube with stairs. But you know what I just realized would actually help this building process a little bit? You know, you like building and decorating when you don't even think of the fact that your beacon actually has a purpose. This has been a decorative beacon, but we could actually make double jump or something. Jump boost, strength, haste. I feel like jump boost. Did I do it? I did it! Yay! We bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Okay, that might help us with building. So we're back to building on the stone cube, which is going to have a spruce cube on top of it, which we'll add pale oak walls to, and an A-frame roof using mangrove to make it a little bit more colourful. And then we have all the details, and my favourite part that makes everything look so much better. And here is how the little shepherd's house is looking, but it's not much of a shepherd's house without sheep, so I definitely want to surround it with sheep pens on both sides. So I think we'll do that before we work on the interior here. Not that there's much going on here. Don't look at that head behind me, that's totally a normal decoration, and nothing sinister happened in here. But for the sheep pens, I was thinking of using walls and a mixture of stone, cobble, stone brick, and topping some of them with these smooth andesite slabs. So let's go around kind of doing that. And so now we have these two sectioned off areas, and I also made kind of a wall back here with a path going out the wall. But I was also thinking it might make more sense if one of these pens was for sheep, so maybe this one, and then this one was wheat to feed them, because the shepherds would of course need a good supply of wheat for them. Also, I kind of love that we won't even need a gate, because with our jump boost we can just kind of hop right over. I'm really enjoying just bouncing around. Can you tell? Sheep do eat grass, so, and we are going to need a little bit more grass in this pen because there's almost none. There's a little bit down here next to this coarse dirt. Oh, why is there clay here? I don't know, but we're going to cover it with dirt, which will become grass. Now, where did that one random sheep go? You know the one? The blue one. Ah, there you are. You are lucky, because you get a whole pen to live in and not just a little automatic farm booth. Oh, you can probably get in over here too. Come on. All right, I don't think this sheep can get out. We just need to find another one. There should have been some more stragglers somewhere around here, unless they all went into the nether or something. Maybe they're in the mines. I don't think they're in the mines. All right, we might just get a couple of you from here then. Don't know why there's a cow in here. Kill the spare. Enough to bring in the sheep back. We're filling this other spot with sheep food, aka wheat. And the cool thing about sheep food is, where is it? It also makes bread. And we need bread to make our villagers breed. Oh, how am I up so high? What the heck? That was a weird little flying moment. And you, hopefully this will help these guys breed. Then we'll be able to transfer a couple of shepherds into here, and we'll see what they offer for trades. I think they offer wool or carpet, so that'll be just kind of a nice extra way to get wool if we ever need more. But while they're hopefully going to be breeding, we can also decorate their house for them. I say while not decorating their house. We're just going to have lots of roses. And if I was a rainbow sheep shepherd, I would like lots of rainbow wool things, so we'll give them a rainbow carpet. Oh, maybe the carpet can help cover up a little bit of this, or this could be kind of where their workbench is, maybe. Yellow, orange, red, pink, blue, green. If I was a shepherd, I would also like a colourful bed, and I'd probably dislike a human head on my floor. I think that would sufficiently put me off my work. Maybe if I did have a human head, it'd go up in the corner where no one can see it. And the final thing I would want is obviously my job block, the loom. And now that we have our little house for them, let's go get our shepherds. Shouldn't be too hard to get them from A to B. You're a fisherman. I feel like everybody's gonna be a fisherman here. We might just have to steal a fisherman and hope for the best. We'll hope that he loses his job. Come on. Ah, there we go. Okay, that's one. Enough to getting villager number 2 and making our way up to the new house. All right, get in the door. And we're going to make this an iron door with buttons so that we can get in and out and they can't. And they've still got their old jobs, but hopefully they'll lose them soon and become shepherds. Oh, can I use the door, or am I just as trapped as the villagers? There we go. Also, we have our villagers Jacob, Edward and Bella, and a couple of you said that Bella and Edward's child needs to be named Renesmee, which of course I agree with. And I don't know which one is their child at this point, but we're going to pretend it's one of the shepherds. Renesmee. Oh look, you're already a shepherd. I love that for you. Black wool. Oh, we can re-roll the wool? I'll try that. We'll get colours that we'll use a lot. Maybe we'll get an even better colour. Oh, grey and black. Oh wait, they're not selling them, they're buying them. In that case, we'll just take these shares trades. So many shares that I don't need. And then they level up to, oh, these are nice colored carpets. Okay, this is a good trade. I like this trade. But now with the shepherd's house all sorted, I wanted to build another building along this path over here. And I was thinking of doing some kind of wool storehouse, but it could also be another shepherd's house. But also I want to show you guys how everything is looking because it looks so cool with the rest of my base at this point. There's a lot going on here and I haven't even mentioned it, but we're about to hit 1,000 days in this world. It's movie time. If you're watching the movie version of this, hi. But let's come over here and get this other house built. And while we're building this house, I want to give a shout out and a quick thank you to my Blossom Club members. We actually hit 50 members as well the other day, which is so cool. Thank you all so much. And here is the finished house. This trader has been the bane of my existence. He's very lucky his head didn't end up in here, but I did end up making it into just a little wool storehouse. And zooming out a little bit, I think this is looking really nice. We just need to decorate more of these in-between areas, like around the paths, and then everything will be done. So I think obviously we want more of these rose bushes and we want more of the leaves. So we can kind of have these dotted around as well as some of these. And then the other touch I would like to add is some fences and some lanterns. And we're done, yay! This is how the whole sheep farm area is looking like. I love it. It's so cute. We've got our rainbow sheep farm in here. Then we've got our sheep food area, which is apparently a paddock of llamas. And then we have our shepherd's house and our storage house and of course our spare sheep. I also love how it ties in with the rest of our base. The whole reason I wanted to do a really colorful sheep area here is because our base is so colorful. So I thought it'd fit in really nicely. Also, I've been thinking of what to name this place for so long now. I could not think of a name because I really wanted it to kind of match the vibes of the area, but of course we hadn't finished the area, so I wasn't sure what the vibes were. I wouldn't say this is completely finished, but I want to move on to different parts of the world, I think, because we're going to have lots of different places in this Minecraft world where we can kind of go and have different towns and cities and things. So because we've reached 1,000 days, I'm happy to call it here for this place, and we're going to call it Miradel. If anyone else was a Neopets kid, it did come from that, but I just wanted a name that sounded bright and colourful, so we'll have lots of other places to name in our world eventually, but for now, this place is Miradel. And I want to have one more look around from our humble starter house. Well, it's not that humble, it's kind of big for me. To our big hobbit hole storage room. I think this is one of my favourite places. And then of course over here we've got our happy ghast bubbles. And on this side of the river, our farm, our fishing village, and of course our sheep area. So thank you so much for watching our first 1,000 days in this world, building up our first town, Miradel. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!